nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip it down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And Clemson has taken the early lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Down 7-0. Work to do already as he gets set to begin college game number 2. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. We saw these two work pretty well together in the semifinal in Dallas, and now the first catch here for Isaiah Streets in the national championship game. And look, these two, they know each other. They've been friends, even though they may not have been playing together out on the field in live action on Saturdays. But they do have a lot of practice reps together. They spent a ton of time this last week after practice trying to get that chemistry better. And what Isaiah Streets told him, hey, just get it in my catch radius. I'll do the rest. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Going on the ground with Bird. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Burke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Caught on the right side by Jones. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. To throw from his end zone, Cooper. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texas Tech offense set to go for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to throw. Burke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task.